Finally, after a long wait, New Japan has finally returned back to action. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the natural Chris Black of the Saturday Night Slamcasters podcast, and I'm here to bring you coverage of the New Japan Cup that is currently in progress. Now, the New Japan Cup normally takes place in the spring, but because of the COVID-19 situation that's going on, they had to push it back to June. So the first night opened on June 16th. We're going to talk about that today. So because of the COVID-19 situation, this is the first time this tournament will be an open weight tournament consisting of junior heavyweights, heavyweights, and even young lions. And the winner of the New Japan Cup will be able to challenge Naito for both the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championships at Dominion in July. So let's get into night one action. First round match, we have Yogi Makabe versus Yota Tsuji. Tsuji is one of the young lions of the dojo, and this match started out very aggressive with Tsuji hitting a spear right out the gate, right when the bell rang. Like I said, he is one of the young lions, but Makabe's experience clearly kind of gave him a bit of an advantage, as Tsuji was kind of like most green guys. They kind of like jumped the gun. They seemed a little too ambitious. But I have to admit, he stayed on Makabe's back. He kept working the Boston Crab, trying to get him to submit. Basically, this match was basically two guys just trying to outmuscle each other. You had Makabe almost got Tsuji to tap to his own Boston Crab before delivering a stiff lariat, turning Tsuji inside out and hitting a bridging German suplex for the win at 8 minutes and 41 seconds. It was a great showing for Tsuji, and I believe he has a bright future ahead of him. Makabe advances in the tournament. In match 2, you have Toru Yano versus Jado. Yano has become one of my favorites back from last year's G1 Climax. He's kind of a bit of a comedy wrestler, and I enjoy always watching his matches. This one kind of dragged in certain points, but overall, I mean, it's a Yano match, so it was entertaining. As Yano comes out, he plugs his YouTube channel, which I didn't even know existed. I have to check that out. Jado was sporting a 30 years in the biz t-shirt. They opened up with a little bit of toying around, selling the corner pad, as Yano likes to do. Hits Jado with the pad, and he stumbles around and takes a flare face plant. While the ref is checking on Jado, Yano gets attacked by the outside by Takahashi. Jado starts to work over Yano's back. We get a little bit more shenanigans. Yano hits a low blow and then rolls him up for the pin in 9 minutes and 7 seconds. So Yano also advances in the tournament. Again, it was a fun match, but not as hard-hitting as most New Japan matches, but they did have good comedic chemistry, and it was still very entertaining. Alright, the next match, we had an 8-man tag, where you had, forgive me for these names, Yuya Uemura, which I believe is one of the young lions, Yugi Nagata, Kota Ibushi, and Tanahashi versus Minoru Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr., and Taichi. If you remember any of my coverage from the G1 Climax, I've said that these matches kind of give you a preview of some certain one-on-one matches that will occur in the next couple days in the tournament, as well as to kind of showcase some rivalries. So they opened up with a Pearl Harbor openings. The heels attacked the babyfaces. Tanahashi and Taichi began to mix it up, with Zack Sabre Jr. helping to attack the leg. Tanahashi took primarily most of the heat during this match. Heels did a great job keeping the babyfaces out of the rings. Heels just doing their heel shit. Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi began to mock Tanahashi with the tag titles. Him and Kota Ibushi are the junior heavyweight tag team champions. Zack Sabre Jr. and Ibushi always deliver hard-hitting action whenever they're in the ring. Ibushi gets the hot tag and clears the ring, works over Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. gains the upper hand and begins to work over his leg. Nagata and Suzuki begin to mix it up a bit, exchanging blows back and forth. Yumura, the young lion, has been very vocal about taking on Suzuki head on, and even locks him in a Boston Crab before it was broken by Kanemaru. Yumura tags in, but gets pinned by Suzuki with a Gotch-style piledriver in 13 minutes and 27 seconds. After the match, the tag champs of Kota Ibushi and Tanahashi got attacked by Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. Who knows where that's going to lead to? Possibly down the line, maybe a junior heavyweight tag team championship match, but who knows? All right, getting back to the tournament. The third match, you had Honma versus Takahashi. This kind of seemed like a bit of a mismatch between these two guys. Takahashi clearly has an advantage as Honma kind of moves around, kind of labored, so it doesn't usually have the high impact matches. Again, this one kind of drags a little bit, but it does have some high points. I do like the fact that both men I don't like the fact that they broke in the necks, but they structured the match. I like how they structured the match around the fact that they were working each other's necks. Honma, he may labor around and move kind of slow, but he still strikes and chops really hard. He was working in his Kokashi headbutts, well, teasing him. He wasn't quite hitting him right away because, like New Japan, they don't like to just, give away everything right away. They like to tease a little bit before they actually hit it. Takahashi did give a brutal apron DBD, barely being able to make the 20 count. Honma looks like he has nothing left. They start exchanging blows, chopping each other back and forth. Finally, hits the Kokeshi headbutt, but got kicked out. He attempts a second rope Kokeshi headbutt, misses that one, and Takahashi puts Honma away with a time bomb. In 18 minutes 45 seconds, Takahashi advances in the tournament. And in the main event, you had Tomohiro Ishii versus El Desperado. El Desperado in the beginning begins to kind of make fun of Ishii's height, the height difference between these two. They begin to exchange blows, slowly feeling each other out. El Desperado begins to working on the leg. A lot of leg work tonight. El Desperado at one point removes one of the corner pads while the ref was checking on Ishii's leg. Ishii gets thrown into the corner twice, but after the third time, Ishii does charge out and just basically bulldozes over El Desperado. He began beating El Desperado down in the corner with a bunch of chops and forearms, just back and forth, just chop, forearm. He just chops him down like a tree. El Desperado gets a spear, goes for his numero dos leg submission, but it's countered by Ishii into his own leg submission. Ishii starts to go after El Desperado's leg, but he fights out and attempts another numero dos submission, but Ishii gets to the rope. El Desperado keeps going for the submission, trying to wear him down. There was a series of no-sell kicks and punches exchanged between these two, with Ishii getting out on top. Ishii has taken a lot of punishment in this match, but in the end, Ishii finishes him off with a vertical drop brainbuster for the win in 20 minutes and 17 seconds. This was a great match, obviously match of the night. It was a hard-fought match, and Ishii advances in the tournament. So that'll be it for night one of the New Japan Cup. Tune in next time for night two. Hopefully I will get that out within the next day or two. Don't forget to check out the Saturday Night Slamcasters podcast, which drops new episodes every second and fourth weekend of each month. Also check out the Saturday Night Slamcasters YouTube page, where we have reviews such as the Dark Side of the Ring series. We finished Season 1 a while back. We are currently dropping all the episodes of Season 2. We are currently on Episode 3, which deals with New Jack. And you also have the Ruthless Aggression series reviews on our YouTube channel as well. Until next time, this has been Chris Black, and I will be back with more New Japan Cup coverage. Come get slammed.